When I was looking at it, I was like, oh no, honey, that was trauma bonding at its finest. That part of the movie really bothered me. I was like, I know he did not. Oh, who are you talking to?
I've been thinking about you, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to All Things Baddie. My name is Addiola, but people call me Addie for short. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're interested in seeing some more reaction videos, social political commentary, news, lifestyle, beauty, all the above. You can find that on my channel. So go ahead and subscribe, turn those post notifications on. Now let's get right into this video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a movie called To All the Boys, Always and Forever. I am going to be giving some details in this video, so maybe this video is not for you. I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about the movie, so that's gonna require me to kind of give some details and tell y'all what happened, you feel me? So if you haven't watched the movie, sorry, but spoiler alert. Now let's get into this movie. First, I want to talk about the overarching themes that I saw and assessed in the movie. Let's get into that. So theme number one, insecure attachment styles that is caused by a loss of a parent / abandonment issues. So the way that presented itself in the movie was in a couple of ways. I honestly believe that both the main characters struggled with this. Usually attachment styles are linked to the experiences that babies have with their parents, and due to that experience it creates potential issues. It could not create any issues, and you can have a secure attachment style, or you can have an ambivalent attachment style, you can have an anxious attachment style, insecure attachment style, etc. So anxious attachment style is a part of insecure attachment styles. Peter has what it seems to be an insecure attachment style, but specifically an anxious attachment style. And it seems like, according to what the movie showed, that came from the fact that he has abandonment issues as it pertains to his father. Laura Jean seems to have an anxious attachment style as well, and that may come from the fact that she lost her mom. Either way, they both have an insecure attachment style, and it truly shows in their dynamic throughout the movie. They're like Velcro, attached at the hip, can't go a minute without talking to each other, can't even go to different schools. It's not a possibility. It's just us, we, us together, relationship, all of the time. Now listen, of course they're in high school, so I remember when I was in high school it felt like that. At first when I was watching the movie I was like, this is so dramatic, and of course they're gonna make it a little bit more dramatic because it's a rom-com, it's a drama movie. But at the same time, when I really thought about it, I was like, you know what, I felt that way in high school. I did. I had a boyfriend in high school who I actually ended up dating into college. We dated for like 2.5, almost 3 years. My feelings for him were intense. I wanted to be around him all the time. I wanted to talk to him. Like, I love him. Even though she's being so extra, and it's like, girl, get an identity outside of this man. Like, you're losing yourself. And it seemed to be apparent in the way that people around her were having discussions with her about her choices and her decisions, and just kind of nudging her to make decisions based off of what she actually wants rather than what she's trying to do for the betterment of her relationship. And I think that's further supported by the moment that they had in the car where Peter is talking to Laura Jean about his experience with his father, how he just feels a whole lot of different ways. It is very confusing for him because he abandoned him, so he's mad at him for that, but at the same time he really cares for his father and he misses him, and etc. Laura Jean, on the other hand, misses her mother and wants to have her in her life, but the loss is different. However, it created similar issues, which is why they come together and become so close and attached at the hip, which was also clear in that clip as well, because towards the end of that scene he says, I just wanted to be chosen. He feels like his father did not choose him, did not choose to be his dad, did not choose to parent him. Laura Jean says to him, well, I choose you, and he says, I choose you too. See, that's that trauma bonding. That was trauma bonding at its finest. And that trauma bonding ends up being at a detriment to their relationship because towards the end of the movie hits the fan. But we'll get into that later. That's gonna go into another theme that I have on my list, and we're gonna tie it together. So the second theme that I picked up on in this movie is really a social theme as well, and it just happened to have been integrated into this movie, which is why I picked up on it. And that's women feeling the need to center men and their wants over their own. Her Her deciding that she's gonna go to Stanford and go to UC Berkeley to be with him was her centering him and his wants. Her deciding that she was going to lose her V card to Peter because of the distance that she was feeling from him was her centering him and his needs over her own. Laura Jean originally said that she wanted to go to Stanford, and that's because Peter was going to Stanford. And because she wanted her relationship to work with Peter, she decided that she's going to go to Stanford, and Stanford's her dream school. Stanford. Her sister and her family is kind of like, girl, you need to go and experience life. Go look at these other schools. Just go do some stuff. Like, it can't just be about Peter, this relationship, and that's it. Her older sister even told her that. She lashed out at her, but come to find out, sis was right. Because when Peter and Laura and their school, their class, went to New York, she ends up going to NYU, seeing it, and she ends up loving it. So Laura Jean accidentally told Peter that she got into Stanford, and she kind of like held that lie for a minute. She didn't upfrontly just come out and tell him. She kind of just strung it on for a minute, but she finally told him. He was very sympathetic towards that, but I think the reason why he was so sympathetic to her about that was the fact that she already quickly kind of gave a fix to that, which is, I can go to UC Berkeley. UC Berkeley is only an hour or so away from Stanford, so we could still make this work. So because he knew this information, I feel like it didn't hit him as hard. And the reason why I also feel that way is because of how he acted towards the end of the movie. Laura Jean realizes that NYU is a school that she wants to go to. When she tells him that she wants to go to NYU and she's not going to transfer from NYU to Stanford, he was kind of like acting like it was cool. But if you're a Cancer or a very emotionally intelligent person, if you're very intuitive, you could already read that he wasn't really fucking with it. He wasn't really messing with it at all. He starts acting funny, you know, just getting very distant, and she feels it. Girls and women, we feel it. We know once you start switching up, we could tell. Y'all are not slick. You're just not. They still go to prom. Because she's feeling this distance, she's trying to figure out, what can I do to make him feel like I love him and I still want to be with him regardless of if I go to NYU. She makes this collage of all their memories and stuff like that, and she puts it in this cute little box. And then when he comes over, she gives it to him. He's kind of like not feeling it because the way that he interpreted it was like this was her goodbye, basically. They just weren't seeing it from the same perspective because he was already feeling a type of way, so he couldn't really see it from her perspective. Now she's deciding that she's gonna lose her V card on prom, very cliche, but she did it because she was feeling insecure, which he says to her. And when he said that, I was like, oh, who are you talking to? Like, he stopped the whole show. Why are you doing this now? Like, we had all this time and now you want to have sex? She tells him it's because you've been being distant since I told you about NYU. He was just not down for it, and this is what he ended up saying to her, and I was like, yeah, definitely has an insecure attachment style, okay? It's the social worker in me that can't help but to draw those parallels, because when I was looking at it, I was like, oh no, honey. He says to her, basically, what did you expect? You chose NYU, you chose distance, so it's basically your fault, is what he told her. Like, this is what you wanted, this is what you did, so this is the outcome, which I thought was hella fucked up. Like, how were you gonna do that? She said it wasn't fair, and it wasn't fair. You get to decide to go to Stanford, and I gotta be on board for it. But when I wanna go to my school, the school of my dreams, now it's an issue? Why can't you give up something? Why can't you go to NYU and not Stanford? Huh? Why can't you go to a school in New York instead of Stanford? Why does she have to give up her wants and her needs and her desires, her dreams, her passions to follow you? That don't sound like 50-50 or 100-100 to me. That sounds like you're gimme, and you're not really giving anything in return. That's what it sounded like to me. I didn't like that. I did not like that. That part of the movie really bothered me. I was like, I know he did not. The third thing that presented itself in the movie was, when you love somebody, you will make it work and you will do whatever it takes to make it work. Now, he was not giving no 50-50 and 100-100 at all. He was like, this is what I want to do. You want to be with me, and if you choose me, like you said earlier, because he has abandonment issues, if you choose me, then that means you choose me over you. And I didn't like that. Again, I didn't like that, y'all. I was like, this man is out of pocket. But I stalled him out because in the movie, he's a teenager. They're in high school. So, of course, his frontal lobe / the rational decision-making area of the brain isn't fully developed yet. That doesn't happen until around 25. So, I had to stall him out in the movie because I was like, oh oh no, I'm writing you off now. But I had to stall him out for that and that alone. So towards the end of the movie, he ends up making it right in a very cute way. He leaves a yearbook where he writes the first time that they met and what he saw, how he felt, just that experience, and then how he feels today and how sorry he was. She forgave him because this is just head over heels for this man, like head over heels, kind of in the most toxic way. I like the scenes with him, but I feel like it's a little bit too needy in the worst ways, which again is how it actually is in high school, period. I'm telling y'all from experience, I'm letting y'all know. So he basically tells her, I don't want to be that kind of man. I want to be the kind of man that supports you, your dreams, your endeavors. I want to support everything that you want to do, and because we have this unique and wonderful type of love, I know that we're gonna make it. So if you would just agree to this new contract that we have, like, we could get back to brand new. And of course she accepted it because she loves him, which was clear, and he loves her too. Overall, I liked the movie. I feel like it was a good sequel to the other movies that came out. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? What were the most notable parts of the movie to you? Which parts did you like the most? Who's your favorite character? I love me some Kitty. Kitty is my favorite character in that movie. She just resonates with my spirit. I feel like she's my spirit person in that movie in particular. Anyway, let me know all of your thoughts down below, and please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're interested in seeing more reaction videos, social political commentary, beauty, lifestyle, all the above. You can find that on my channel, so go ahead and subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and thank you so much for watching this video. You could have been watching anybody else on this platform, but you decided to watch me, and I greatly appreciate that. Bye.
We should take our clothes off. We should get it on. We could get it poppin'. We could get it something. Go